Congratulations on your new electric stove. You're about to enjoy faster cooking times and a more modern look in your kitchen. But before you start cooking, we need to install it correctly. Safety is the most important thing. In this guide, I'm going to walk you through each step of the installation process. We'll go slow and make sure everything is done right. Remember, if you're ever unsure about a step, don't hesitate to call a qualified electrician. It's better to be safe than sorry. Let's get started. Before we begin, let's gather the tools and materials you'll need. First on the list is a voltage tester. This tool is vital to ensure the power is off. We never want to work with live wires. Safety is paramount, and a voltage tester helps you verify that the electrical current is indeed turned off before you start working. This small step can prevent serious injuries or even save lives. Next, you'll need both Phillips and flathead screwdrivers for various connections. These are essential for loosening and tightening screws, which you'll encounter frequently during the installation process. Make sure you have a good set of screwdrivers with comfortable grips to make your work easier and more efficient. Pliers are another must-have. These will come in handy for gripping and twisting wires. Whether you're pulling wires through tight spaces or making precise bends, a reliable pair of pliers will make the job much simpler. Look for pliers with insulated handles for added safety. Wire strippers are crucial if your stove doesn't come with a pre-attached power cord. You'll need these to expose the wire ends. Properly stripped wires ensure a secure and safe connection, which is vital for the appliance to function correctly. Make sure to use the correct gauge setting on your wire strippers to avoid damaging the wires. A tape measure is essential to make sure your new stove fits perfectly in the space. Accurate measurements prevent any surprises during installation. Measure the width, height, and depth of the space where the stove will go, and compare these dimensions with the specifications of your new appliance. A level ensures your stovetop is perfectly flat for even cooking. An uneven stove can cause cooking issues and even pose a safety risk. Use the level to check both the countertop and the stove itself, making adjustments as necessary to achieve a perfectly flat surface. Electrical tape helps to insulate and secure electrical connections. This tape is designed to withstand the rigors of electrical work, providing a durable and safe way to cover exposed wires and connections. Always have a roll or two on hand for any electrical project. Gather these tools and materials before starting the installation. Having everything you need within arm's reach will save you time and reduce frustration. It also ensures that you won't have to stop midway through the project to search for a missing tool. Having everything ready will make the process smoother and safer. Preparation is key to a successful installation. Double-check your list, make sure all your tools are in good working condition, and organize them in a way that makes sense to you. This way you can focus on the task at hand without unnecessary interruptions. Before you do anything else, it's crucial to ensure your safety. The first step is to turn off the power to the stove circuit at your electrical panel. This is a non-negotiable step to prevent any electrical accidents. This is the most important step. Locate your electrical panel, which is typically found in a utility room, basement, or garage. It's usually a grey metal box, often mounted on a wall. Inside, you'll find circuit breakers or fuses. These are the components that control the flow of electricity to different parts of your home. Find the one that controls your stove. It might be labeled, but if it's not, you may need to refer to a diagram or manual. Carefully switch off the breaker or remove the fuse. Make sure you do this slowly and deliberately to avoid any mishaps. Now double check that the power is off using your voltage tester. This tool is essential for confirming that there is no electrical current flowing. Touch the tester probes to the wires connected to your old stove. This will help you verify that the circuit is indeed deactivated. The tester should not light up. If it does, it means there is still power running through the wires. If it does, the power is still on. Do not proceed. Call an electrician immediately to resolve the issue. It's better to be safe than sorry. Once you're absolutely sure the power is off, you can move on to the next step. This ensures that you can work safely and without any risk of electrical shock. Gather all the necessary tools and prepare your workspace. Make sure everything is within reach so you can work efficiently. Review any manuals or guides you have and check off each step as you go. This will help you stay organized and ensure you don't miss any critical steps. Take a deep breath and focus. You're now ready to proceed with the task at hand, knowing that you've taken all the necessary precautions to ensure your safety. With the power off, you can now safely disconnect your old stove. Carefully pull the stove out from the wall, but not too far. You don't want to strain the existing wiring. Now take a look at how the old stove is wired. You'll see wires connecting the stove to the electrical junction box in your wall. Loosen the screws holding the wires together. Disconnect the wires carefully, one at a time. Make sure you hold onto the wires so they don't fall back into the wall. Once all the wires are disconnected, you can completely remove your old stove. Section 5. Unboxing and inspection. Preparing your new electric stove. It's time to unbox your new electric stove. Carefully unpack it and check for any damage that might have happened during shipping. Before you install it, double-check the measurements of your new stove and the space where it will go. Make sure it fits. Also, take a look at the instructions that came with your new stove. They might have specific requirements or tips for your model. Now you're ready to start the installation. Section 6. Making the connection, wiring your stove safely. This section is crucial for ensuring that your new stove operates safely and efficiently. This is where things get a little more technical, but don't worry. We'll guide you through each step to make sure you understand the process. Your new stove needs to be properly connected to the electrical supply. This is essential for both the functionality and safety of your appliance. First, look at the power cord on your new stove. Identifying the type of cord is the first step in making the correct connection. Does it have 3 or 4 prongs? This will determine how you connect it to your home's electrical system. 3-prong cord. This type of cord needs to be connected to 3 wires in your junction box, 2 hot wires and a neutral wire. The 2 hot wires are usually black and red, while the neutral wire is white. 4-prong cord. This cord has an additional ground wire for added safety. The ground wire is typically green or bare copper. It needs to be connected to a 4-wire junction box. This includes 2 hot wires, a neutral wire and a ground wire. If you're unsure about any of this, please call a qualified electrician to make the connections. It's always better to be safe than sorry when dealing with electricity. If you're comfortable doing it yourself, carefully connect the wires from your new stove to the corresponding wires in the junction box, matching the colors. Make sure each connection is secure and tight. Use wire connectors to secure each connection. These connectors ensure that the wires stay in place and prevent any accidental disconnections. Finally, feed the excess wire back into the junction box and secure the junction box cover. This keeps everything neat and prevents any exposed wires, which could be a safety hazard. Once everything is connected and secured, it's time to test your stove. Turn on the power and check if the stove is functioning correctly. If everything is working as it should, congratulations, you've successfully wired your stove. Clean up your workspace and put away any tools you used. A tidy workspace is a safe workspace. Finally, take a moment to read through your stove's manual. It may contain additional safety tips and maintenance advice to keep your stove running smoothly for years to come. Now you can enjoy the benefits of your new stove. Whether you're cooking a simple meal or preparing a feast, knowing that your stove is safely wired gives you peace of mind. Remember, safety first. If at any point you feel unsure, don't hesitate to consult a professional. Your safety and the safety of your home are paramount. Thank you for following along with this guide on wiring your stove safely. We hope you found it helpful and informative. For more information or to find a qualified electrician in your area, please visit our website or contact us directly. Stay safe and happy cooking. Section 7. The moment of truth. Testing your new stove. Now for the exciting part, testing your new stove. Carefully slide the new stove back into its place. Use your level to make sure it's perfectly level. Once it's in position, go back to your electrical panel. Turn the power back on to the stove circuit. Now go back to your new stove and test each burner and the oven. Make sure everything is working correctly. If everything is working, congratulations. You've successfully installed your new electric stove. Section 8. Staying safe. Final tips and reminders. Remember, safety should always be your top priority. Here are a few final tips. Never attempt any electrical work if you're unsure or uncomfortable. Call a qualified electrician. Always double-check that the power is off before working on any electrical appliance. When in doubt, refer to the manufacturer's instructions for your specific stove model. Make sure your kitchen has working smoke detectors. By following these tips, you'll ensure a safe and successful installation. Section 9. Congratulations on your new stove. You did it. Enjoy the convenience and sleek design of your new electric stove. You've upgraded your kitchen and made it safer at the same time. Now, what are you going to cook first on your brand new stovetop? For more home improvement tips and tricks, make sure to subscribe to my channel. And remember, make it right.